Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here once again. Today, what are we talking about today? Today we are speaking of happiness. Happiness! We should be so happy. That's because it's what we've been called to do. We've been called to be happy. We've been called to be fantastic and amazing. And just enjoy life. Like, hello. What's better to enjoy the life that has been promised to us, that has been gifted to us? What a blessing that it is to be happy, filled with joy, peace that surpasses understanding. The list can go on and on and on. Just full of unconditional love. Happiness is everything. And unless we really truly understand what happiness means, how can we live it? So hopefully I could shed some light on that today, and you could understand truly what happiness is. Not just happy for moments, but happiness, living in that greatness, living in that positivity all the time. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for always tuning in. Continue to subscribe, continue to like the videos. I love when you comment, you already know. So enjoy. Guys, I need some of that happiness. Yes, we all need it. And I kind of was like in the middle of topics. I was saying like, happiness, your life depends on it. Happiness, do you have it? And I kind of think that, thank you, Jen. I think it all just comes together. Like it just wraps together, right? Happiness takes you to another level. Like, we know this. I'm not talking about just being happy. I'm not talking about just being happy. When somebody gives you something, you're happy for a moment, right? When your baby comes, you're happy. It brings you happiness. Baby is a different example. Okay, let's go a little bit. Let's make it more clear. Somebody buys you something, you're happy. Somebody pays your bill, you're happy. But the happiness is fleeting, joy is forever. Yes, come on, JJ. That's what I'm talking about. It is an extension over a period of time on how you feel of being happy. An emotion of just continuous happiness. That's what it is. So when we have this happiness in our life, I'm worth more than just a moment of being happy. You know, that's where I start. Like, I'm worth so much more than just a moment of being happy. I don't deserve to be teased with this destiny. I don't deserve to be teased with the blessings I'm supposed to have. I don't deserve to be teased with the promises that were spoken over my life. I don't deserve to be teased with the purpose that I have for my life. Happiness is a feeling emotion, but joy is a lifestyle. Yes, Ronita. Happiness. Oh, Bomb Baby, hey love. I don't deserve it. What do you mean? Whether you deserve it or not, is that determined whether you do things right or wrong? No. Is it determined whether you make mistakes or you do everything perfect? No. Thank you, love. You deserve to be happy. Because you are created in the Father's image. You are the child of the Most High. That's why. Oh, do I have to have? You don't know. You don't have to list a resume. You don't have to list me 5,000 things. I always say this, whatever you do or you don't, there are many levels of happiness. Yes, Miss Legs. Come on now. You do or don't do, you're still worthy of love. I say that all the time, right? Whatever we do or don't do, you're still worthy of love. So recognize, hey kitten, hey love, hey kitten toes. Oh, I love it. I love cats too, so maybe that's why I like you more. Yes, hey Real. Hello, love. Hi, Elle. Thank you for joining. Happiness has so many levels. But the reason why, to me, that happiness has so many levels also is because a lot of us, McDaddy, hey love, we don't understand what real happiness is. To be able to come to you, king and queens, and say, man, I have everything when I have nothing. It's like, what type of level of happiness are you on? What you mean? If you don't have nothing, you have everything. Well, I don't understand. Do you see what I'm saying? Momo! Hi, love! Happy! Yes, you came just in time. We're talking about happiness. Happy they, happy them. Yes. What is a perfect username to come in for this motivation, right? Okay, so, hey, right? I hope you're doing well, happy. Thank you for sharing the live. You guys tap the screen to share the live. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm halfway to my goal, and that's because of you. Bella Boo, hey love. Look at God, right? Is this a church service? If you want it to be, whatever you want it to be, it can be the real. So, happiness. Happiness is, it really has to do with understanding who you are, understanding who you are. Outcast, hey love, Taylor. Yes, Bond baby, thank you, love. Thank you, Purple. Understanding truly who you are, because it's bring you to another level of happiness. I used to think that my bank account made me happy, right? I used to think about being with someone, not who I'm with, not the quality of person that I'm with, not what they stand for, what they believe, just that I'm with someone. I'm not alone. So, you know, I felt like being happy was just things, nothing deeper than surface, real shell stuff, real superficial things, having a new outfit, buying a bottle in the club, washing my car, having a car, being able to go on a trip. These things, I really felt, Angel, thank you, love. I really felt, thank you, Taylor, for my taps. I really felt like happy, yes, love. Sunflower, thank you, beautiful. I really felt like that was happy, but like Miss Legs is saying, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. And that levels that we're talking about is that understanding of happiness. Hi, Shy Thing. Hey, love. That understanding of happiness, of what it really is to us. Because a lot of times that we can feel like we're on a certain level, and then when we begin to live in that relationship, remember, it's always we get through the honeymoon phase, because now it's a different understanding, right, Taylor? Come on, and now it's a different understanding of who we are together. So we get out of that honeymoon phase, and the happiness does not last. We're not happy any longer. There has to be some substance to this happiness. There has to be a strong foundation to what it is, what it represents, how it makes us feel. Not just surface, but going deep down in our soul, that we begin to feel that very thing. So, Candy, why are you saying that, you know, if I have nothing, I have everything? Because the joy of the Lord is my strength, right? Take the house, take the car, take the money, take the relationships, take the family, take the friends. Sickness. The joy of the Lord is my strength. That's where it comes from. That I'm able to live and breathe every day to claim who He is to me, a worship lifestyle. Yes, physical, earthly things are temporary, right, Ronita? But then it comes to a place of my understanding, and that's where I'm trying to get. We have levels to this happiness, and the levels get greater the more we understand who we are. Candy, well, what about our experiences? Yeah, our experiences and us understanding, come on, Angel, who we are. When I understand who I am, I understand my worth, I understand my value, I understand what I've been purposed on this earth to be, then I know that I deserve a thing because I was created that way. Do you see what I'm saying? I deserve to live life and that more abundantly. I deserve to live in joy. I deserve to live in peace that surpasses understanding. You know what? People get a little bit deep when they start talking about, come on, Happy, here we go. We're going to go a little bit further. They start getting deep because we all start out saying that we don't deserve. We all start out that way. When we start out in spirituality, when we start out religion, we start out anywhere we start out, we say, I don't deserve this, right? I could think of times that I have cried before the altar, Stone. I do? Oh, thank you. I used to think about how I used to cry and say, man, you blessing me so much. I don't deserve this. You telling me I have to do this. I don't deserve this. And I keep talking about it. And I keep dealing with it. And it came to a point that if the Most High has created us to be who we are, and he has called us to these promises, and he has called us to this destiny, that means that you do deserve it in exchange for loving him the way that you do. Your worship gets you a place to deserve these things. Your love for him takes you to a place to deserve these things. And then you begin to understand how he created you. Grace and mercy abound. Come on, Ronita. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm such on a higher level that I don't go to the Most High anymore and say, man, I don't deserve this. You see what I'm saying? I go to the Most High. My wifey, hey, love, Cheetah. Angel, if he has called us for these things and they have been destined for us, then you do. But much is given, much is required. You have to begin to move in some things to get there. I can't just lay down and it happen. Thank you, Dre. Oh, my wifey is required to rise up to meet the Most High. Alignment, right? To come into position. Come on, Happy. To come into position to get ready for what is in store. I mean, he says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the hearts of man what I have prepared for those who love me. There it goes. There it goes. We're all supposed to love the Father that has created us. And when we love him, things start falling into alignment. Did you hear what Happy's saying? Will you hear what Ronita's saying? This is what we're talking about. So I do deserve this thing. So when I come to a place to understand that I do deserve it, then I must live in happiness. I must live in happiness because it was called for my life. And anything other than that is not worthy of me. So I want every single one of my king and queens to check yourself today. Are you living a life of happiness? Are you living all these instant gratifications that it makes you feel happy for a time and then it goes away? Makes you have this happiness for short term? We got to start asking ourselves this. Are you truly happy? Is your attitude like, I can take over the world? That's happiness. Come on, Harlem. It's a hard thing. You don't deserve anything less. If you are not living in happiness, you are not living in the life that was called by the Most High for you. If you are not living in happiness, not with certain relationships that you have, not with your job, but not the relationship, or the relationship, but not the job, not your family, some family members and some not. You deserve it all. Do you hear me, king and queens? You deserve it in all aspects of your life. Full happiness equals full wellness. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Happiness. It's the question of the topic today. Happiness. Do you have it? Are you living it? Do you feel it? Thank you, sweets, in all that you do. Yes, Dre. Live in your happiness constantly. Anything less than your happiness is not worthy of you. I don't care what commitments they are. You desire and want happiness because you deserve to be happy. Yes. I don't care what the commitments are. You break off those commitments. You are not to be living a life of slavery. You're not to be enslaved to anybody by titles. Do you hear what I'm saying? Not because it's your mother you're choosing, because it's my mom. I got to be around. You know, she treats me bad, but you know, it's my mom. No, we're not settling for this anymore. Oh, you know, my husband, he treats me bad, but you know, we're married. No, we're not settling for this anymore. You know, my wife, you know, she always does this to me, you know, but it's all right. I know it's messed up, but we're married. I don't want to hear it anymore. Stop giving excuses on what you're supposed to live, on how you're supposed to be, and who you're supposed to be, and what you are, and what you've been promised. No one is worth shortchanging anything that's promised to you. Do you hear me? No one is worth shortchanging anything that was promised to you. Any purpose, any destiny, anything. None. Hey, Mr. Hypno. Hey, love. None. No one. Does the happiness, is it so overwhelming in your life that you constantly have a I can take over the world attitude? I don't know, Candy. I'm not really sure if I'm happy or not. I mean, I'm happy sometimes. I don't know if I'm constantly in happiness. How do you know? Do you always have this I can take over the world attitude all the time? Sip. Yes, love. Thank you, sweets. Thank you for sharing the live. You guys tap the screen and share the live. And thank you, everybody, for almost making my goal 4 stars. I love you guys. No. Okay, Sip, come on. Do you see? Sip is able to say no because we got to first recognize some things before we can get there. Because every time I have a topic, somebody wants to know, but how, Candy? How can we live in happiness? Tell me what to do. The first thing we have to do is like Sip did. We got to recognize what is going on. We got to evaluate some things. Yes, sweets. I love you. Shark Jane, it seems like I lost that, but I know the feeling. Come on. This is why we have it. Why do we deal with bad emotions? Why do we have negative emotions, anger, hate, these things? Because it helps us to signal us when we are not in the position that the Most High called us to be in. These negative emotions are supposed to be signals for us. We're not supposed to live in them. Okay, I might have to say that for somebody in the back, but I'm going to say it again because I'll say it as many times as I need to for you to understand this thing. Hey, love, shalom to you, King. Hello, love. Hi, blessed. O'Shea, hey, love. I'll say it as many times as I need to say it. When we're talking about emotions, these negative emotions are signals that the Most High has created in us, that when we feel that signal, we are supposed to shift. Acknowledge and shift. We are not supposed to live in these negative emotions. The contrast exists to constantly remind you that you deserve happiness. Right. Come on, happy. It helped us. These signals are helping us to say, wait. You're stepping out of your happy zone. We got to get back in there. Come back. This person's taking your energy. Come on, move back. Boop, 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 boop. Like the trucks. Come on. Put that thing in reverse. Come on, King. Put that thing in reverse. Come on, Queen. Put that thing in reverse. We ain't doing this. Not today. I've been there too many times. Listen, the Most High in you. Courtney, I miss my Chicago me. Oh, I love you. You are everything for real. You and Vegan, I can't. Then together, oh no, it's just too much. I love you. Oh, we've been there before. We backing that thing up. Back it up. Tell everybody that's listening, if you hear what I'm saying and you're listening to what I'm saying, I want you to put that in the comments. Back it up. Come on. I want you to put that in the comments. Put back it up. That's it. Voodoo, hey love, back it up. We're stepping back into this happy place we're in. I'm not going to allow people to say things to me. I'm not going to allow people, come on, text. I'm not going to allow, come on, legs. Come on, Coachy. Come on, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sip. One eye, hey, one eye. Hey, love. Grand rising to you, King. Grand afternoon. Sunflower, Voodoo. Thank you, beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Thank you, Sunflower. Back it up. Back it up. You hear that truck beeping? That's the signals. When we are in our negative emotions and we start getting them, it's the truck that's beeping. Do you hear me? Back it up. Right, Sip. It's the truck. Beep, beep, beep. That beeping is all the negative emotions that you have when you're dealing with somebody, when you're going through things in life. It's telling you and directing you out of the way of harm. It is what? Emotions are signals. Emotions are our natural instincts that we get from the inside of us that send signals of our energy shifting. Okay, so with our energy shifting, these signals are the same as the truck. When you hear beep, 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 it's telling you move out the way. Something is dangerous. You better back up. You hear me? Back up, back into that happy place. Back up, back into that energy that you first had. Keep that same energy and don't let anybody say, listen, there's a reason why we say the things that we say. Keep that same energy. You better keep that same energy. When you see me, you better keep that same energy. Why aren't we using that for positive? You better keep that same energy. You was positive about your goals. You was shouting them from the rooftops this morning. Now you go hang out with your friend and you come back and now you're saying you don't have enough money. And now you're saying nobody could babysit the kids. And now you're saying your wife isn't good enough to help you do it. And now you're saying all these other things. What happened to that energy? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. So keep that same energy. Why are we doing that for ourselves? Why are we so ready to keep the negative energy? Oh, I'm going there. Why are we so ready and quick to be like, keep that same energy when you see me, keep that same energy when it has to do with something negative? We're not worth it? That's what you're saying, King and Queens? You're not worth to keep that positive energy that makes you feel like you could conquer the world? That makes you step into who you truly are? That makes you walk into your purpose and your destiny and have your promises be manifested in your life? Negative energy is worth more than that for you? Why do we get rid of the very things that puts us in a place to deserve something? When has the negative energy been a priority for us? Where did it change? Juju, hey love. Thank you, Coachy. Where did it change? What happened? Who told us this was all we was worth? Who made us believe that this energy that we have is so invaluable? We could use it and just throw it and deplete it loosely everywhere because it's so valuable to us. Who told us that? Who showed us that? Who did we believe the lie from? You should be living in happiness, living in it. Not to. Come on, love me. Thank you, One Eye. Thank you for my taps. Thank you, JJ. Not where you don't even want to go home and that's supposed to be your sacred place. You're supposed to be your safe place. You don't even want to go home because you're having issues with your partner, whether they're spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it may be. We don't even want to show up certain places because some people are going to be there. We have everybody around us in our life controlling our energy but us. We have every single person that is connected to our life controlling our energy. Everyone is but you. Everyone controls your energy but you. You don't want to pick up the phone because of this. You don't want to stay too out. You don't want to walk down a certain hallway because you might see somebody in the job. You don't want to go to a certain grocery mart because maybe you might see your ex. You don't want to hang out there. You may not want to see your mom because of things that happened to you when you was younger. And your father, he was absent. So then this, we're dealing with all these things. Everybody's controlling your energy but you. And we wonder why we got to a place to feel like our energy is so loosely given and it's so devalued. How did we get there? Because you let everybody use you but you. That's how we got there. You feel like your energy was so worthless that you said, here, come on, you can use it. Here you go. It's all right. You could take it. It's not that serious. You've been giving your very being, your emotions. Emotions are energy and motion. You be giving it freely like it's nothing. Go on. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I don't need to be happy. Yeah, no, you could take it. Oh, no, you need that too? Yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you take everything you need. Take all of it. It's okay. We find ourselves living in a place that we're not happy. Come on, Courtney. No longer do we have I can take on the world attitude because you ain't got no fuel, baby, left. There's no fuel left in you to take on anything. Forget the world. You can't even take on a day, a simple, normal day in your life because you have depleted yourself so much, allowing people to live your life. Everyone to live it but you. If you control me, we think we are, but we're not. Yes, come on, Sip. If you control, thank you, Queen. My God, I'm about to throw a shoe at you. Coachy, yes. We said this before. When we dealing with Anaconda, thank you, love. Come on, Nayoda. Big Vernon, hey, love. Sean. When we come to a point to be able to say, if you control my emotions, you control me. And you have everyone that you come across controlling your emotions. Or I can't say that to them because then they're gonna get upset. So I'm gonna be quiet. Oh, and they always get an attitude when I'm late, so I can't be late. Okay, but I gotta take care of that thing for my bills, but I can't do that because they're gonna be upset. All right, when we go over there and I ran to that store, but that person always, man, that lady on that line, she always is so annoying, that cash register. I gotta wait. I'll stand on this long line because I don't want to deal with her. We allow everyone, we are living every single day with other people controlling how we live. We get task heavy and forget about ourselves and our needs. Yes, that's why we forget how valuable our energy is. I'm gonna go there. Why do you think we sleep with everybody? I don't judge anybody. I do not judge, y'all. Girl, I've been there. It's not about that. I'm talking about energy. What we do when we're intimate with people, it's a transfer and a oneness of energy. And if we continue to give that energy out loosely, why do you think it's so hard for you to deal with certain things in your life? Right, Coltree? Oh, Ivy! I was talking about you and you came. Haji, come on. Is that not everybody that was here knows? Elevate. Hey, love. Hi, gorgeous. How can you get rid of that? Thank you, One Eye. Back up out of the low energy. Return to happiness. Come on, Ash. When you understand that my energy is so valuable, I can't just, it's more value. My energy is more valuable than instant gratification. My energy is more valuable than just being able to sleep with people because it feels good. I'm on a different level now. I don't just want something that feels good. I'm not thinking of a mindset of being rich. I'm thinking of a mindset of residual income. I'm thinking of a mindset of wealth. That means money's coming to me without me even working. I'm on another level. I don't care about bottles in the club anymore because everybody looks at me like, oh, I'm so important for a moment, 3, 4, 5 hours. No, I want the people that see me as a king and as a queen to look at me like I'm so important every moment of the day. Not because I pop bottles. I want to walk in the room and demand the presence around me because I know what the royalty has, where I came from. I know who my father is. That's why. I want to step in a room and people to feel my energy without me spending a dime. Are we on that level? Are we on that level? Are we mature enough to start to get rid of or to stop getting rid of this instant gratification? I don't just want you to sleep with me. I want love. I want to be in love. Do you hear me? I want that exchange of that intimacy to be so powerful that we can create the universe to turn. Do you see that? It's another level of understanding. It's another level of thought. It's another level of self-love. Oh, you don't want to do it? Why? Because you think you're a slut? Hell no, I don't think I'm a slut. I did it before. And actually, it doesn't bring anything for me. I've experienced before. It's just something for a moment. I'm worth more than a moment. Better say that part. I see it in the comments. Yes. Come on, Coachy. Type I see it in the comments. Yes. Green light. Hey, love. Come on, One Eye. Exactly. Hey, St. Anthony. I need the everlasting. I need what I deserve. I'm not living less than what I deserve anymore. I'm telling you, Lacey Angel, hey love, Envy, hey love, I'm not seeing it anymore. Worth more than a moment. Come on, legs. I'm worth more than a moment. I've been promised more than this. This feeling of exchange of energy, I should be feeling this all the time. And I shouldn't just feel it with you when we're intimate. I should feel it with you when we have conversation. I should feel it with you when we're laughing together. I should feel it with you when we're not even talking. That's deep energy exchange. Do you see that? I have put some blood, sweat, and tears, and if 24/7, come on, legs, to my kings out there and my queens out there, y'all have put blood, sweat, and tears in your energy. Y'all not even recognizing you are one in a lifetime. You're eternal. Right. That good energy exchange. Come on, Coachy. That good, real energy exchange that's benefiting my life, not just my bed for a moment. What? I already recognize I'm more than this. I'm not going to be fooled anymore. If you don't like what I'm saying and how I do it because I'm loving on myself, then you can go exit left. I'm not allowing anyone to control my life anymore, because when you control me, you control my emotions. When you control my emotions, you control me. When you control me, I cannot truly be happy because I gotta wait for you to feel it. Oh, that part. If you allow people to control you, you cannot truly be happy because you gotta wait for people to feel it. They'll let you know when you're able to be happy. That's deep, and you're living a life like that. Here we go again. What did I say? Come on, Ashley. Thank you, love. Thank you for helping me to get closer to my 4 stars. Your presence is the present. Come on. Yes, it's the gift. Anaconda, thank you, love. You know I love emojis. I'm more than that. You control me so much, you choose when I should be happy or not. Why do I keep refusing to, why do I want to win the race, and when they give me the reward of $1 million, I just take 100? That's what we're doing. When we settle for instant gratification, that's what we're doing. When we want to ignore every red flag, that's what we're doing. When we're trying to force things to happen in our life when it's not time, that's what we're doing. I love what you're saying. It makes me realize that I deserve more in my life because of Jesus Christ. Right, Anthony? Big Papa here sharing the love and lets you know that you are perfect and beautiful. Thank you, Big Papa. Died for us to live abundantly, to live life, and that more abundantly. That's what happiness is. He didn't call us to live life of instant gratification. Instant gratification costs, and it's not even worth the cost. That's crazy. Instant gratification costs, whether it costs your energy, whether it costs time, whatever it is, and it's never balanced to be worthy enough for what you're giving. Instant gratification is you prostituting yourself. Do you hear me? Oh, Emperor, hey, love. Instant gratification is you prostituting yourself. You're so much more than that. You're so much more than that. You deserve to live in a world of happiness. With family, with friends, with your job, with yourself most of all. You deserve that. Yes, only want to have one life. I'm going to live it abundantly. Come on, Nayoda. That's what I'm talking about. Addies, hey love, hey cinnamon. When we live in happiness, all right, let's go a little further. When we live in happiness, there's 3 ways that people say we can live in happiness. We have to shift our own energy first. Otherwise, that presence won't come to us. I'm sad today. Hi, Onion. Hey, love. Right, Coltree. We have to shift our own energy first. Otherwise, that presence won't come to us. Hey, Harlem. Must be complete and happy with you before you can connect with others. Yes, here we go. Here we go. You guys are you're on track with me. People say there's 3 ways for you to have happiness in your life. One is doing good for others. The other is doing things for a good act, for a good purpose. One is doing good things for others. The other is doing things you're good at. Sexy vegan, I love you. And doing things that are good for you. So those are the 3 things that people say and talk about happiness. Right? Thank you, love. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, love. Help yourself. Right. Doing things that are good for you. Remember that when you are optimistic, yes, love, when you are optimistic, it equals happiness. Right? When somebody is optimistic, they automatically live a happier life. What is optimistic? Optimistic is being hopeful and confident about your future. And hey Maria, how can we be hopeful and confident about our future when we understand who we are and who's given us that very future? If you are dealing with somebody and they say you have an inheritance, you're going to be happy about your future because you're looking forward to something. So if we understand who our Father is, and then we know that we have an inheritance to that, why are we not optimistic in our life today, which causes us to live in happiness in how we live today? I'm not stressing these things that are going on with me and these hard, difficult trials that I got to deal with and challenges, because you know what? I understand what the outcome is. I understand what is over the finish line. I understand what is laid up for me. Happiness is tied to you taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. Thank you, Sims. Goddess, thank you, love. Come on. Coltree talked about it right now. Happiness is directly tied to you taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. That's the number one thing, is you. We can sit here, we talked about this before, we could sit here and jump into the scapegoat life and start pointing fingers. My mama didn't love me enough. My father wasn't there. My boyfriend wasn't there. My girlfriend didn't love me. She didn't care about me. The job I went to, the job I have, the school I went to. We could start doing this scapegoat life again, pointing fingers everywhere. But the true thing that has to do with happiness that is manifested in your life, it points to you. It's all about you. What energy are you calling and accepting in your space? Yes, Coltree. Can't change the past. Yes. So we cannot have a scapegoat life. We got to step up out of there. We got to step out of that victim mentality. We got to break the violin, because now it's past the point where it's your responsibility now. Be informed by the past, but not controlled by the past. Come on, vegan. Being humble is the start to happiness. Yes, and recognizing. Come on. You're right. Thank you, Onion. There's been a period in your life. Now it's your responsibility. I didn't have my mother abuse me when I was younger. What you mean it's my responsibility? It's your responsibility for reliving it since it happened. It's your responsibility for replaying that video and that movie over and over in your life while your life is wasting away and you're reliving the past over and over. That is your responsibility. That's not theirs. You're allowing those very people to have victory over you still, and it's not even going on anymore because you're reliving it again and again. Come on. Trauma can be healed, but it's up to us. We got to face what happened to us. We got to don't forget this part. We got to take accountability for our part in it. What do you mean? I didn't make them touch me. I didn't make them abuse me. You relived it for the last 20 years. You are responsible for being in the position that you are now, from reliving that thing and letting that trauma rule your life instead of you ruling the trauma. We got to face the trauma we went through. We got to take accountability for our part in it. We got to forgive them and forgive us, and we move forward. And that's what you do. I just ducked, Coachy. Hey, Haitian, sac passe. It starts with shifting your mindset and learning complete self-love. Yes, come on, goddess. Self-love is everything. Trauma can be forgotten. That's easily sometimes. So when you come to a place with trauma, Onion, we don't want to forget it. It's our perception of it that we want to change. You see that? Ashley, thank you, love. Yes, closer to 4 stars. Heal from it. Come on, Coachy. Thank you for my taps, one eye. Did you see? We don't want to forget our trauma. We're going to change our perception of it. I talked about that in the empathy is everything. The shoes, we're not looking at the shoes no more because they remind us of the hurt, but we're looking at that shoe reminding us that we walked into victory. We use that very shoe to walk into victory. You see the difference, Onion? We're not trying to forget about it. Yes, we're not trying to forget about it, but we're not going to concentrate on the battle anymore. We're going to remember the victory now. We're going to remember I came up out of that thing. I know it looked hard. I know I lost some things in it, but I'm alive today, well, with a sane mind to tell you the story. And if I could tell you the story of the trauma that I went through, then I have overcame a thing and I'm stronger than I was before. I grew through some things. I learned through some things. Now I am strengthened in that thing to carry what's before me and the purpose and the destiny that the Most High has for me. My Balboa, I love you. Come on. Coachy said, are we learning from it or are we still experiencing it? It's experience that we went through to learn from. Snuggles, say love. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit deep because I'm going to try to get off it. Speak positively over your life even when you can't see it or feel it and things begin to change, right? Don't let that thing weigh you down, but you lift it up to be stronger. Right, Ranita? I love you too, Balboa. Here we go. This is tying into what Goddess just said. Give yourself words of affirmation. Yes. So happiness is a sense of purpose and well-being. I'm trying to get us to go deeper than that. Happiness is a sense of purpose and well-being, but it's more. When we live in positivity with that attitude, we come to a place where it translates into a variety of effects. So yes, happiness has to do with a sense of purpose and well-being, but we have been called higher than that. What do you mean? So it's not just purpose and well-being? No, it's higher than that. You see, that positivity, it translates to a variety of effects. Did you hear what Coltree said? Speak affirmations over yourself. That positivity is going to translate into a variety of effects. When you continue to tell yourself how valuable you are, when you continue to tell yourself how worthy you are, when you continue to tell yourself how precious your energy is, how much you deserve, that you are king, that you are queen, who you are, that you deserve unconditional love, that you have a purpose before you. I will not continue to take the crumbs from a pie that I own. These things, when we take this positivity, we translate it to a variety of effects. And when we affect ourselves with this positivity, and we start affecting who we believe we are, we start standing for the things that we do deserve now. Oh, thank you, Tay. Queen Candy, life and death are in the power of the tongue. Come on, Renee. It is a birthright to live in love, light, and peace. Yes. I love when you guys comment. Thank you, Sunflower. Close to the 4 stars. Hey, sweets. That positivity translates into a variety of effects. And when we use that positivity to speak over ourselves, to speak light to ourselves, we start having that life. Oh, we start having that life. We start speaking that over ourselves. We start having that vitality. What's vitality, Candy? What are you talking about, vitality? A state of being strong and active and energy. A state of having strong, active energy. Vitality is a state of having strong, active energy. When we're in happiness, look at this. When we're in happiness, we're living a life that has a sense of purpose and well-being, but it gets deeper. Because we're in happiness, we always have a positive attitude. This positivity translates to various effects, and it affects who we believe we are, to understanding who we really are. Then it has effects on our health. We start eating better. We start exercising. We start caring about what goes on the inside because we're caring about what we're putting out and what we're putting in. Do you hear that law of attraction? Forever, hey love. Thank you, Sip. It has effects on us physically. It has effects on us mentally. When we're living in happiness, we can produce this type of positive attitude that I can take over the world. And when we have that positivity, it starts going in all areas of our life. Affirmations for ourselves, self-love, unconditional love, physical body, health. That's why I said happiness. Your life depends on it. That life that has been spoken over you, of life and that more abundantly, that is a life of happiness. You cannot have an abundant life if you do not have happiness. It doesn't work like that. My Nola. Exercise release endorphins, and that links to happiness. Yes, and endorphins are the same thing that we get when we go get high with drugs. But the Most High has created this in us, that same exact feeling when we exercise. There's a reason in all these things. Yes, I love you, Nola. We have to have optimism. We have to have vitality. We have to believe that you can and want to. It's not enough to believe that you can accomplish this goal. It's not enough for you to believe in your purpose, to believe in your destiny, but you gotta go to a place further. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. That's what happens. Yeah, I believe it. I hear it from people all the time. Yeah, I believe in my destiny. A power of the tongue. Yes, death is in the power of the tongue. It will. Yes, Lace. Turning pain into power that is used to uplift and empower the collective. My purpose. Yes. The desire has to come first. Yes. I know people all the time. Yeah, but I know what my purpose is, Candy. But they don't want it. Yeah, I know I could live a better life. I know this isn't the life that's called for me and this and that, but I'm okay. Somewhere along the lines in your experience, you came to a point to deplete yourself and believe the lie. Come on, Miss Legs, if we can be real. Because we all been there. We didn't just arrive. We didn't get there. For anybody that's on this live that has self-love now, there was a time and period in our life that we didn't have it. The way I was treated by my mother, the way I was treated by my grandmother made me believe that I didn't even deserve the breath that I was breathing. We're not gonna sit here and act like everything just came all together in a click of a finger. That's not what happened. I live a long and whole lot of years without self-love. People talk to me all the time about my destiny. I'm like, yeah, it is, but that's not what's happening to me right now. And I wouldn't be going through this if my destiny was so great. I wouldn't be feeling like I don't deserve the next breath I have. I wouldn't have been in the bathroom at 14 with a knife to my wrist trying to commit suicide. That wouldn't have happened to me if I had it all together. I had people tell me over and over about my destiny and how great it was, and it really didn't matter because I didn't want it. Why? Because I didn't feel like I deserved it. That's why. That's why I said it's not just enough to believe that you can do it. You got to want that thing. Because the wanting comes from you believing that you deserve the very thing that you're running from. The very thing that you choose not to live in. That's what that is. You don't want it because you don't feel like you're good enough. Oh, it's there. Yeah, I know that this great destiny is before me, but yeah, it's not for me. That's the part. Thank you, Nola. That's the part. It matters what we feel about ourselves. It's not enough for you to know that you have this great destiny in store. What you need to know, come on, Goddess, what you need to know is how much you deserve unconditional love from yourself. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm not talking about the parents that didn't love you. I'm not talking about the grandparents that didn't love you, your boss, your friends, your sister. I'm not talking about nobody but you. We're focusing on you right now. We're talking about that unconditional love that you have for you to say, man, King, I know we messed up, but you're still worthy of it. Say, man, Queen, I know we don't got it all together, but we got to push forward because we're not supposed to live here. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Having that unconditional love for us, that God's love in us for us, saying it's okay that you made mistakes, saying it's okay if you move forward, it's okay if you trip, it's okay if you don't got it all together. That part, being able to forgive yourself. Man, I was in that toxic relationship for 15 years. I lost much years and so much time. I lost all those years. I can't even do it. Come on. Let's talk about it. Come on, Goddess. Right, Shark? I never do anything right. We can't even forgive ourselves, let alone love us. We can't even forgive ourselves. We have gotten to the point where we couldn't forgive people or ourselves. Now we forgive everybody and their mother, but we can never forgive us. Mella, hey, love. Well, we can't even forgive ourselves anymore, but we be quick to forgive everybody else. But we hold ourselves such high standard, and we can't do this, and this has to be perfect, and this is why we can't ever get anything I want. We always rip ourselves, and we go down on ourselves. Ashley, okay, so we're talking about us not forgiving ourselves. I can't forgive me. I can't forgive me. I can't even forgive myself, so it doesn't matter what you're telling me is laid up for me because I don't even feel like I deserve anything. We got to come to a place to start finding that happiness in us first. It has to start here. That happiness has to start here. That remembering your worth and who you are, that has to start here. Remembering your value. I'll tell you what I said. No, no, Mella. My child advocate, hey, love. Stinks. Flame. Hi, love. It starts right here. Thank you, Lace Angel. You have to start realizing that you're worth it. Realizing that I'm perfectly imperfect. I have made mistakes because I've been created that way. We got to come to a point to recognize who we are. You are a perfect creation. Candy, what are you talking about? We're not perfect. Humans aren't perfect. You are a perfect creation. I'm going to say that again for the ones in the back. You are a perfect creation. You are a perfect creation. I didn't say you do everything right, but the Most High doesn't make mistakes. And guess what? He made you. So I got a news flash for you today. You are not a mistake. I don't care if your mother told you you was. I don't care if your father told you you was. I don't care if your family, friends, boss, society, the government. I got a news flash for you. You are not a mistake. Come on, vegan. You are not a mistake. 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 I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how it feels. And I don't care what people have said to you. Because it's a lie from the pit of hell. You are not a mistake because the Most High doesn't make mistakes and He made you. I don't care if somebody said you should have been aborted. I don't care if your mama said that she almost aborted you. And I don't care if your mama said she wished she never had you. It's not her place. It wasn't her decision. It was out of her control. You was purposed to be birthed in this world. You are not a mistake. Yes, your life is not your own. Hey, yo, thank you, love. Dragon Tails. Lace Angel, thank you, love. Sip. Sexy Vegan, yes. I am perfect, whole, and complete. Come on, Sexy Vegan. Hallelujah. Right, Sip? Thank you, Sunflower. I am a perfect creation. I am perfect, I am whole, and I am complete. But Candy, I make mistakes. Everything I do, I'm not perfect, and I try to be perfect. You wasn't made to be perfect. If you was perfect, what would be the point of having a God? If you was meant to be perfect, what would be the purpose of having a God? Of having the Most High? Let's get, okay, a lot of us want to be logical all the time. Okay, let's get logical about it. What was the purpose of the Most High creating a creation that's perfect? Okay, let's get even deeper. What's the purpose of us playing video games if we know that we're going to win and there was no challenge? That's the same thing that we're doing when we get mad at ourselves because we're not doing it right. We are imperfect beings. Seeing red. Perception. Right? We are perfect creation. The Most High has created us to make mistakes. KK, hey love. Good example. Thank you, Lace Angel. The Most High has created us to make mistakes. The creation is perfect. When we look at video games, mistakes are our lessons. Right, seeing red. That's the thing. That's the point. Right. Our creation is so perfect that He allows us to make mistakes so that we can grow. And as we grow, we learn. And as we learn, we get greater. And as we get greater, we can walk into what He has called for our life. I don't want to live in a life that I do everything perfect. That means I'm going to stop growing. I don't want to live in a life where everything is right and I don't ever go through nothing. That means I can't grow. That means I can't grow to be strong enough to carry what the Most High has destined for my life. I don't want to do that. Thank you for emojis, Nicole. Every level we grow into means room for the new mistakes. Yes. new growth. Come on, new lessons, new strength, new abilities, new understanding, new wisdom, new knowledge. Come on, greater self-love. Another level of understanding unconditional love. Come on. That's what it is. Stop beating yourself up about not doing everything perfect. And stop beating yourself up that your life isn't perfect. It wasn't meant to be. Those traumas were put in your life to create who you are today. Every experience that you go through is molding you and teaching you and growing you to be stronger, to carry what is before you. Thank you, One Eye. We got to come to a place to start loving ourselves. When we love ourselves, then we come to a place to be able to understand why we go through what we go through, why we deal with what we deal with. I can be happy because I believe that I can and I want to now. Because I know it's what I deserve. And it's not about my experiences what's that word? It's not my experiences that make me worthy to be able to achieve this thing. It's not my life has to make me qualify for my destiny. My experiences don't make me qualify for my destiny. It doesn't matter where I've been. It doesn't matter that I lived in the crack house. It doesn't matter that I prostitute on the corner. It doesn't matter that I slept with every single person. It doesn't matter that I used to scheme. It doesn't matter that I used to embezzle. It doesn't matter the things I used to betray people. I used to live in hate, hurt people. It doesn't matter about my rap sheet. Because I was created that way. As I was created, we all have to answer to God, right? As I was created that way, I had to come to a place when I understood what I was doing to start moving and walking in those things that the Most High has called for me. A place to begin to keep His commandments, a place to truly love Him. When we come to a place to truly love Him, do you know that it comes to a place that you truly love you? Because when you love the Creator, you love the creation. And that's what you are. You're the creation. You're the absolutely outstanding, amazing creation that the Most High has created and loves. When you love the Creator and you reverence Him and you have respect for Him and you love Him unconditionally, it forces you to love yourself. Because He made you. It doesn't make sense. That's why when we come to a place to reverence Him, we will come to a place to reverence ourselves. No, you're not going to treat me like that. Yeah, but no, you're not going to treat me like that. I am the daughter of the Most High. I do not take scraps. I don't take anything less than I deserve. You better keep it moving. Oh, I'm not taking that. What are you talking about? I'm a king of the Most High. I will not lower my standards to something that's less than I deserve. I know who my Father is. Do you see that? Then we know that we are called to live a life of happiness. And we know that happiness starts on the inside. Thank you, Aggie. That happiness starts on the inside. I understand that now. I see that now because He's in me. And if the God that I love is in me, then I gotta love me. Do you see that? That's where the happiness will begin. And I want the very destiny I have because He wants it for me and He made it for me. How dare I refuse a gift that my Father gives me that I love unconditionally? I'm not going to refuse that gift. I'm going to walk in it whether I do it. I'm going to use it whether I want to or not because I love Him. So I'm going to go forward and push forward in this destiny, understanding that my Father is my safety net and He's my security, and His rod and His staff comfort me, that I will walk in the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil because I know who my Father is. I can move forward. I can take what he has laid up for me, whether I see it before the coals and I see it before the flames and I see it in the desert and I see it in the hurricane and I see it in the storm and I see it in the snow, in the blizzard. I can move forward because I know who my Father is. If he's for me, who can be against me? Ain't no weather, no storm, no experience, no person, no life, no being, no entity could ever be before me because he's with me. I'm doing this thing because I love my Father. That's a whole nother level of worship. Talk about build physical, intellectual, and social resources. People that are eating right, people that are physically active, people that love themselves. People that have self-love, people that reverence the Most High, people that are spiritual, people that are on the same journey. If you're struggling in your life and you look around and everything you're connected to is struggling, it might not be you the reason why you're struggling. Why you are might be you because you decided to be connected to them, but the reason it could be the people that you are connected to. If you feel like you're struggling, look around. Are the people that you're around struggling too? Then there's an issue. There's a problem. There's something wrong. We all ain't supposed to be down. We all ain't supposed to be going through. We all ain't supposed to be broke. We all ain't supposed to be lacking. Come on, hang around people that have goals. They know where they're going. I know where I'm going. We should be able to lift each other up when the other one is down. Not everybody's down, so nobody could lift nobody up. What are we living? What type of life are we living in? You're supposed to be my strength when I'm weak. And I'm supposed to be your strength when you're weak. And we lift each other up and we pull each other out of the trenches and we make sure we don't stay there. How about that, people? We looking around, everybody's struggling because nobody cares that they're in a mess. Nobody cares that they're living in a low frequency. Nobody cares that they're living a life less than they're deserving because you are and you are, so it might as well be like that, right? My parents did it. Generations of my family did it. I mean, my friends do. Their family, their friends, mom, parents do, and they do, and their boyfriends do, and husbands, spouses, and wives, and everybody is. I mean, it must just be like this then. No, I need somebody to dig up in that trench and say, get your ass up, Candy. This is not where you belong. You don't smell right. You don't look good. This is not where you're supposed to be. If you don't stand up and get some strength about yourself because you don't belong here. That part. Where are those people at? Come on, Drop. Come on, Zude. Where are those people at? The one we look at and gleam and help us to push us to go forward in our goals. What was we talking about the other day? You need people around you that you're going to be able to gleam off of. You need to be connected to people that you can sit there and you could start feeling that efficacy. When we build self-efficacy, it's because we're surrounded by people that are showing us that it's okay. You're going to make it. People that have been through some hard things and came up out of it with the victory. When we're happy, what happens? It protects us. What do you mean? Happiness protects our health. What are you talking about, Candy? You're being crazy now. Happiness protects our health. Happiness causes a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Happiness lowers our blood pressure. Happiness maintains our diet. Happiness gives us none or low stress levels. That's what happiness, come on, Sip. Gives us better sleep. It improves our diet. happiness protects our health. Do you love yourself enough to walk in happiness instead of instant gratification because you know it's protecting your health? The problem we don't live in happiness is because we don't even love ourselves enough to feel like we deserve it. The problem why we don't live in happiness is because we do not love ourselves enough to deserve it. Inside and out. Come on, Balboa. Inside and out. Because when you're happy, you want to make sure you look good, right? You want to feel good. You want to be able to exercise. Rima, come on. It's all about healing. That's what it is. It's just healing, love. You're hearing this truth because life, the universe is calling you to a point. Oh, thank you, Drip. The universe is calling you to a point. Oh, yes, Drip. I love you too. I love you all. I do. I do. I love you all. Fake it for people, and I tried of it, and I'm tired of it. Take off the mask, Rima. Rima, take off the mask. Walk into your authentic self. Stop wearing these masks for people. Take off the mask. And if anybody you deal with in your life does not like your authentic self, your authentic face, then they can exit left. And I don't care what title they have. Mother, father, spouse, boss, child. I don't care. Thank you. Period. Right, Trippy? And that's something I don't even have written down, but I want to say that we cannot live in full happiness if we are not our authentic self. We cannot live in our full happiness because if we are not our authentic self. If we go into a place, I feel all the love. Thank you, Drop. If we go into a place, we cannot, come on, Ashley. We're talking about self-love, but you can't truly love yourself if you're not truly being you in the first place. If you have to pick up a mask every time somebody comes over, or when you go to your job, you got a different mask. When you see your family, you got a different mask. When you look in the mirror, you put on a different mask. You do not feel worthy enough. You're not enough. You wear the mask because you're not enough. That's what you believe. You were wearing the mask because we don't feel like we're enough. Come to a place to understand it's not about you being enough, king and queens. It's about the people connected to you. Are they enough for you? Are they that quality for your life? That part. You demand your respect, Rima. If you do not feel good enough for these people, they are not good enough for you. You have to cut the connections. We have to come to a place to love ourselves, our authentic self, scars and all. I don't want no connections if you can't see me raw and uncut. I don't want no connections in my life. Relationships, family, friends, whoever. I don't want none of it. I need to be in a place to be my authentic self. Because if I'm not my authentic self, I truly cannot live in a life of happiness. I'll be too focused on the energy of trying to put a mask on when that person comes around. I'll be focusing all my energy on trying to pretending to be somebody that I'm not. If I cannot be myself around you, and if me being my authentic self is so bad and you don't love me enough to help me change, when you see my authentic self, you shouldn't be connected to me anyway. That's the next part. Not just accepting your authentic self, but being connected to people that accept your authentic self and want you to be better. You got to reevaluate your circle. And it's going to be a hard thing, but you got to love yourself more. One thing that you have to live by, Rima, is this. I tell people all the time. Love yourself more at the end of the day. Love yourself more at the end of the day. And it will cause you to be in a place to love people better. When you love people more, when you love yourself more at the end of the day, you love people better. Work on what makes you happy. Yes. It's all about us trying our very best, Rima. That's all the Most High asks. He says, try your very best with a good heart, and He will fill in the blanks. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to try your best. And He will help you along the way. You're not in this battle. It's not yours. He's going to let you stand to have the victory, but you just got to keep trying your best, and He will fill in every blank, every space that is vacant. Every weak part, He will be made strong in you. Continue to love Him and keep His commandments, and He's going to do that for you. Try your very best with a good heart, and He will align the stars for you. He will fill in every void place. Golden heart candy, one of a kind. Thank you, Rima. All praises to the Most High. I didn't always have this heart. That's why I got to give glory to Him, because he made me really experience true love, and that true love I'm able to share with you all. Hi, Poppy. All right, last thing. How do we do it? How do we have happiness in our life? There's something called resilience. Yes, we all love oceans, right? There's something called, Angel, there's something called resilience. It's a function of the brain. It's the ability to balance back from adversity. To bounce back from adversity. Yes, bounce back from life setbacks. Resilience. Exactly. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. We're able to bounce back from adversity because I know who I am. Right? I know who I am. I know I was created to make mistakes. I know I was created to deal with adversity. We need more people like you in this world. Oh, thank you, Trippy. God bless you too, love. I'm resilient because I know who I am. I know my ability. I have the ability to bounce back from adversity because adversity is what has been created in my life so I can be sharpened and so I can be cultivated and so I can grow. That part. How can I have happiness in my life, Candy? I love this part. The ability to see positive. I was hyped off of that. The ability to see positive. How can I have happiness manifest in my life constantly? The ability to see positive. When I got that, I was like, man, I could just do a whole motivation off of just that sentence. The ability to see positive. What do we say vision is? Vision is the wisdom and an imagination to see in the future. The ability to see positive in people and in experiences. Yes, come on, Mulaney. A glass full, right. It's not a glass half empty, but it's a glass half full. We need to love ourselves and be positive. Yes, to see positive. In people and in experiences. I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt because I've been there. I'm not going to the hard and the negative thing automatically. I'm going to understand people better so I can learn who they are and understand if they should be in my life or not. I'm going to see things positive with wisdom. I'm going to see things positive. Life never goes as planned. Right. How do you see things positive in people? Because I didn't always have it all together. Come on, let's go there. How do you see positive in people? Because when I see you, I see me. When you're in your mess, it reminds me when I was in mine. When that person doesn't love their self like they should, it reminds me of when I didn't love myself like I should. So I see positive with people. That there's a way out. If they find out who they are, they can begin to love their self and understand you are the company you keep, right, vegan? Ability to see positive. I see people positive because I understand that I've been there. I make mistakes. I see my experiences positive because I understand I need them to grow. So it has to be positive, but it's a hard thing, Candy. Yeah, it's hard. Those traumas we go through, those trials we go through, it is hard. But you know what? At the end of the day, I remember that self-love I have for me. And I remember who loves me the most, which is the Most High. And that's what I lean on. I tell you guys that all the time. I'm happy. It doesn't mean I got it all together. It doesn't mean my life is perfect. It doesn't mean Candy ain't going through. What it's saying is, the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's why I see things positive. I see my experience positive. I do, because I understand who I am. And I understand who is mine. And if I know that, I go back to scripture. I know y'all keep hearing it. But if he's with me, who can be against me? He is the creator of the world. So it doesn't matter what stands before me, I shall always have the victory because he's in me. So why not be positive about it? My situation may look crazy, but listen, I know where I'm going and I know what I've learned. And that's worth more than how the situation looks. That part. I know what I have learned. Greater is he in me. Come on now. Than he who is in the world. Listen. That experience will never be greater than what I learned. So from a different perspective and from a low frequency, it might look like I lost in that situation, but I'm on a higher frequency and I understand that I won in that situation because I grew. And as long as I grow, I win. We are not of this world. Right, Ashley? Come on. The next thing is be more attentive and listening and focused and positive. So be more attentive and listening. We get so lost in loving other people, we forget about ourselves. And that's exactly what we're talking about. That's why we're not living in happiness, is because we're making everybody happy but ourselves. I know that's a hard part. We're too busy trying to make our children happy that we don't even let ourselves be happy. We're too busy trying to create happiness in our children's life. We just forget about our own. We're so busy running around loving everybody but us. That's why we're not living in happiness. Remember, at the end of the day, love yourself more over all. Children, family, friends, job, society. Always love yourself more. Acts of kindness. How do you hold happiness in your life? Acts of kindness. Was that not excellent? That was like so good, right? I'm so glad that you guys tuned in. And if you haven't been here before, subscribe. I'm sure that you will be blessed and you will continue to listen to the videos and continue to be encouraged. Thank you for understanding what happiness truly is and being able to come to a point to really apply it in your life and take nothing less. Stand for it, be who you are, and just demand that happiness that you deserve in your life. Thank you for tuning in. Again, subscribe if you haven't, and like the video, share, and of course, please put comments. You know I love comments. Anyway, I love you. Have a beautiful, awesome, fantastic life. Until next time, see you soon. Love you.